fuels, oxygen going down. And so I knew that something was desperately wrong.
Lovell flew 2 missions as part of the NASA's Gemini program before serving on the crews of Apollo 8 and Apollo 13. A Wisconsin State Fair employee was fired after a police investigation. Officials say the incident involves a minor. The case is being submitted to the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office. Police are not releasing additional details at this time due to the active investigation. With the high heat and humidity today at the Wisconsin State Fair, how are the animals doing? Executive Director and CEO Shari Black tells Wisconsin's Midday News.
Animals are actually pretty adaptable. Just want to make sure, though, that they're drinking constantly, of course. Pigs are a little bit more of a struggle. They don't have sweat glands, so they're not able to cool themselves off. But fortunately, the swine barn has a cement floor, and that's a great way to keep them cool as well. And the exhibitors, of course, are watching them. These are their prized animals, so they're taking great care.
Black says that all the barns have fans to help cool the animals and visitors as well. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 9:04.
The 2025 Metro Builders Association Parade of Homes presented by Nuns. See 12 new homes by MBA Builders in 2 Menominee Falls neighborhoods, Quietwood and Bella Vista Estates. See the latest new home designs, grand finishes, and cutting-edge features in convenient subdivision locations that offer exciting opportunities to build your dream home. Don't miss the Metro Builders Association Parade of Homes, August 9th through September 1st. For tickets and hours, visit mbaparadeofhomes.com today.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
Looking for your next unforgettable journey? Travel with Milwaukee's top choice because Fox World Travel was just awarded Best Travel Agency in the Community Choice Awards. Experience award-winning service as you explore the cherry blossoms of Japan, the rugged coastlines of Ireland, or the sun-drenched vineyards of Portugal with Gene Miller. New this year, join us in Scotland for the unforgettable Royal Military Tattoo. With trusted partners like Globus, Insight Vacations, and African Travel, your journey is always in expert hands. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO. Join us today.
Discover how artificial intelligence is transforming manufacturing at the Midwest Manufacturing AI Summit, October 7th at Wisconsin State Fair Park, co-located with WIMTS. This workshop for manufacturing owners, executives, and operations managers will show how AI reduces downtime, increases throughput, and improves quality. Explore a technology showcase, connect with solution providers, consultants, and industry experts, and see how AI tools can drive results on your shop floor. Seats are limited. Register now at techedpodcast.com/AI Summit.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. Packers preseason starts tonight against the Jets at 7. The Brewers won against the Mets last night 3-2. They play again today at 6:10. Taking a look at your roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. Other than that major construction closure heading northbound on 794, we are seeing no major incidents and no major delays. Should be all clear out there.
Traffic is sponsored by the Amazing Mineshaft Restaurant in downtown Hartford.
Enjoy the new all-you-can-eat Saturday breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. till noon for under $10 at the Mineshaft Restaurant in downtown Hartford. Just walk on in. It's big food. It's big fun. It's the Mineshaft.
Here's your WTMJ forecast. Today, breezy, hot, humid with thunderstorms likely late into the evening, high of 93 degrees, heat index near 100. Overnight tonight, partly cloudy and muggy, low of 72 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and muggy with a chance of rain and storms, high of 85. Monday, partly cloudy and humid with showers likely, high of 83 degrees. Tuesday, partly cloudy, warm and humid, chance of showers and storms, high of 85. Right now in Madison, it's 79. In Green Bay, it's 80. In Waukesha, it's 80. And in Milwaukee, it's 79 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Linton in Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 9:08.
Need a vacation? Whether it's the trip of a lifetime or a weekend getaway, we can help. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
Good morning. Welcome to the Fox World Travel Show. Rose Gray back for another week. How are you?
And more and more. So who sings this song? Who sings this?
I don't know.
Dirty Heads.
You know the answer to that. Dirty Heads. Look at you. Did you look it up or did you know that?
I did.
Fox World Travel Show. So we always text FWT to get something. And if you don't get enough of Rose Gray for just the hour on Saturday, now you can get her whenever you want.
Exactly.
Right?
So, yeah, if you send FWT to 855-616-1620, you will get a link to a webinar that I did with our good friend Nancy Bauman, who is our business development manager for all things Globus family of brands, and that includes their River Cruise division, which is Avalon Waterways. And we are highlighting on that particular webinar the romantic Rhine River Cruise with a 2-night stay in Lucerne that we are doing as a Fox Group vacation, April 15th to the 25th. So why I love this one so much. First of all, I went back. I tried to count how many times I've done a Rhine River Cruise. It's 5.
Okay.
I've done it 5 times. And you can either start in Amsterdam and go down to Basel, Switzerland, or in this case, we're going to start in Lucerne, then go to Basel, get on the ship, and go up to Amsterdam. So a little something different. Lucerne is an amazing city. Switzerland is a wonderful country. And 2 nights there, you get to do the Lion Monument. You've seen that picture of the lion carved into and the Chapel Bridge and a Jesuit church. And they're going to do an excursion to Mount Pilatus. So it's just a great way to start. And I love the concept. You get your bearings a little bit. You get your body clock a little bit on European time. And then you start. So it's the Rhine is known for its castles. When I am on the Rhine, I think to myself, I wish my head was on a swivel, because if you are up on the top deck where you would want to be so that you could be watching all this go by, when you do the Rhine Gorge, they will have commentary and they're explaining these castles as you're going. And it's beyond...
The history's got to be amazing.
Precisely. And so these cruise directors that are on these very small ships have such knowledge about the rivers they sail and the things there are to do and see on the rivers. So if you type FWT, that's F as Fox, W World, T as Travel, do it all caps so that your phone doesn't autocorrect, you will get a link to a 20-minute webinar that Nancy Bauman and I did about this fantastic trip.
Friends of ours are doing this trip right now, so we're seeing all these things on their Facebook page that you just mentioned, all the castles and the lion and everything. It looks amazing.
It is, and it's Koblenz, and it's Rudesheim, and it's the Main river that you're on, and so it just on the Rhine, you go to Mainz, Koblenz, Cologne, Rudesheim, Heidelberg. You're in Strasbourg, France, so you step across the border. It's just a great, great river cruise, and we haven't really talked that much about it, and I just wanted to give it a shout out, and we did that special webinar with Nancy, and you'll love it.
How many people are on that?
130, I think, is the max on those river cruises. And Avalon is known for their remarkable panoramic suites. So 7 by 11 foot, consider them patio doors, and your bed is. You're laying there, and you open your drapes, and you're looking out.
Awesome.
So it's fabulous. I encourage you to do it. As I said, just type FWT now, get the link, and when you're chilling in your air conditioning today and you've got some time on your hands, watch it.
All right, and then go to foxworldtravel.com and book the trip.
Exactly.
For next April.
Exactly.
Okay, we're going to take a break. When we come back, your calls and texts, 855-616-1620. That's a Sighting Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. It's the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
The following program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel, and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands.
Hey, boaters! From fishing to water sports and everyday essentials like anchors and life jackets, along with an incredible selection of hardware, Kendall Marine is a boater's paradise. This is Dave Doro, and our endless selection of boating parts and accessories all but assure you one-stop shopping for all your boating needs. And that's why boaters in the know exactly where to go. Kendall Marine, 57th and Ryan Road in Franklin.
Hey, boaters! Cruise to Kendall Marine. We got everything you need but the water. Hey, boaters!
This is Dave Doro from Kendor Marine. And if you're a boater and you haven't been here, ask around. And I think some of your boater buddies will tell you you're missing out. Because at Kendor Marine, we have everything you need but the water. And when you get here, you'll know that's no exaggeration. So get in the know, because boaters in the know exactly where to go. Kendor Marine, 57th and Ryan Road in Franklin.
Hey, boaters, cruise to Kendor Marine. We got everything you need but the water.
Imagine that unbelievable new deck in your backyard. Outdoor Living Unlimited is Wisconsin's #1 TimberTech deck builder. Building new decks and replacing old ones, creating that $1 million feeling every time you relax in your own backyard. Looking for a company to make your backyard scream wow? Stop by Outdoor Living Unlimited's resourceful Waukesha showroom and visit OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
For 70 years, Geis has been the trusted garage authority in Wisconsin. WTMJ's Greg Matzik here. Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geis today. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to meet your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to GeisDoors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your priceless vinyl collection. Sure, you sleep on a futon because the money most people would have spent on a bed you spent on more records. But forget the fact that you can stream just about any song ever created for a few dollars a month. No, you need to listen to music in the most difficult way possible. So go ahead and get Progressive so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
The success you've already had matters at University of Maryland Global Campus because we're a school for real life. An accredited state university, UMGC lets you earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and relevant life and work experience, or transfer up to 12 credits toward a master's. We offer affordable tuition and online and hybrid courses. Classes start August 13th. Apply now and save with no application fee. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Planning a vacation? We've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Welcome to the Fox World Travel Show. Dayton Kane here with Rose Gray. It's 9:16. Going to be a hot one. 93-degree high with a heat index near 100. It's going to be hot, humid again today, just like yesterday. Let's get away to a nice, cool place. Can we do that? Where's a cool place we could go?
I'm thinking you could probably go to Iceland right now and be pretty chilly.
It'd be good there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go to the phones and see what Frank has. Frank on the east side. Thanks for listening. What's your question?
Good morning. Really enjoy the show, Rose. I listen to it every week. We're heading over to Europe, mainly Italy, and I wondered, is American Express traveler's check still a thing, and are they readily accepted?
No. No.
I'm glad I called.
It's almost impossible to find them anymore. I know you can find them online because I had this conversation with a traveler not that long ago who still wanted to use them, but they are very, very hard to use in Europe right now. So your credit card is king. Typically, Visa is the most widely accepted card in Europe. MasterCard would be second. Discover is getting a little more love, but not a ton. And American Express is also sometimes difficult to use. So your two best options are credit cards. Now, another little thing I let everybody know that when I'm going to Europe, I like to have some of their currency in my possession. Usually 100 or 200 USD converted into whatever their currency is. And if you're going to multiple countries, sometimes you're good because the euro is accepted in all the Schengen countries, many of them, not all of them. But for example, if you're going to say Croatia or Hungary or something like that, you need to get their currency as well. There are ATMs abundantly. They're everywhere. And you can just ask anybody, and you often will even have an opportunity to select English. Sometimes not. Sometimes you can figure it out. But so For safety reasons, I don't go with a ton of their currency, but I will have some for things like coffees and tips and things like that, because exchanging at the airport sometimes is a little challenging. There might be a long line. There might be some closed, I've noticed as of late. So that is an excellent question, Frank. When is the last time you even were able to use an American Express traveler's check?
Oh, years.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't even heard that phrase in years. When you said that, it was like flashed me back to my childhood. I love it.
So
All right.
go
ahead.
If you take U.S. dollars over there and you're at a big hotel like a Marriott, do they tend to exchange or not?
Possibly. As you said, most of the major chains will, but of course, we don't like to rely on that because it's dependent upon what their cash drawer is holding at that particular time. And so sometimes they say, I'm not really willing to give you 400 or whatever it is. But most of the time they'll change. And if you have a river cruise, they are also happy to exchange U.S. dollars for currency too.
Gotcha.
Beautiful. Thanks for listening, Frank.
Have a good weekend. 855-616-1620. That is the WTMJ talk and text line. If you have questions for Rose, get them in. Before we go to a break, let's hit one of these group travel vacations that are going on. Let's talk Japan for a couple minutes.
I do want to talk Japan because that thing sold out instantly when we put it up for sale this past year. And now we do still have space available on it. And I know many people think, why in the world would I go to Japan? Well, if you get Colleen Alsberg on here, she will tell you exactly why to go there because it's phenomenal. Of course, we're going April 19th to May 2nd, trying to capitalize on that cherry blossom time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're looking to do. Again, it's like saying, when are the colors going to change in northern Wisconsin? We hope we know approximately. But forget all the, stereotypical, it's so crowded, it's so packed. Yes, Tokyo is a big, giant city. And yes, sometimes when you are on a train or when you are waiting for an event or something, you are kind of in a little bit of a crunch. But we're seeing the entire country. We're not just staying in Tokyo.
Right.
So it's a 2-night stay. We just celebrated, or I shouldn't say celebrated, but observed the bombing, right? And so we do a 2-night stay in Hiroshima, and you see what a peaceful, beautiful place this has become. We do a bullet train from Quito to Hiroshima. If you've never been on a bullet train, it's crazy. You feel like you're in some kind of a space movie or something because it's so fast. Lots of beautiful gardens, beautiful shrines, palaces and pavilions and pagodas, all of the P words that make my voice pop on the radio. Just a beautiful, beautiful trip. So I do want to highlight that. That is during cherry blossom time, and we still have space on Vibrant Japan for 2026.
Jason Fox from Capital was just there recently, and he said it's so peaceful, like clean, polite. He said it was one of the best trips he's done.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. And I'm following a fellow travel person who's doing an in-depth Japan, and she, like I, had only ever been to Tokyo. And you shouldn't, that would be like saying, I'm going to base my opinion on the United States, what New York City is like.
Right.
So it's just beautiful and elegant and, as you said, peaceful. So, and who doesn't want to go to a kimono fitting?
There you go. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, more of your calls and texts. It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
It's one of the hottest topics when it comes to finance and your money. The One Big Beautiful Bill. If you haven't read it, we don't blame you. It's 900 pages with 400 just for tax provisions. Not exactly light reading. You know who has read it? Annex Wealth Management. That's where Instant Insight webinars come in. They're designed to provide clarity for today's hot topics. Get up to speed fast. Check out the full Instant Insight schedule at annexwealth.com/events. Unbiased advice from a fee-only fiduciary. Find out more at annexwealth.com.
Before you go looking for an area rug that you'll have to settle for because you think that the one you really want will be out of your budget, come to Design Exchange, where you'll find a formidable selection of Oriental, Persian, and other wool area rug choices at 25 to 70% off retail. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
If you're trying to find really good, high-end, distinctive furniture, the kind they just don't make anymore, then come to Design Exchange. But you better get here quickly, because the best furniture we take in on consignment doesn't usually last long. It may be vintage, it may have once been out of your range, but now you'll find it's priced right. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value.
Design Exchange.
Loyalty, family. Few things are more important. This is WTMJ's Steve Scafidi and Loyal Family Renovations. They saved the day after a brutal storm in Oak Creek. Hail damage, yeah, I had a lot of it. But Jeff, Jake, and the whole team, absolute pros, made the entire process smooth as can be. Let's be honest, not everyone knows how to deal with adjusters. They handled all the questions, quick answers, top-notch customer service in just 2 days. My roof was done. If storm damage hits, call the team that made it easy for me. Loyal Family Renovations. Visit loyalfamilyrenovations.com.
Take your travel tips from the travel experts. Welcome back to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
You can find the Fox World Travel Show podcast on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast. You can get it at foxworldtravel.com a little bit later in the week, usually by Tuesday-ish. I think it gets loaded up there. And, of course, you can watch us at WTMJ.com if you want to see Rose in her black shirt and looking. She always comes in looking great. I got my, ratty T-shirt on.
Do you not know we're on camera?
No, I need to dress up more. Okay, so let's talk about a low census. We're running out of space on one of the trips.
Yeah, so I talked several months ago when we launched this about Pure Amazon and Machu Picchu Wonders with me, September 11th through September 24th. I let everybody know that when we get on the Amazon, we are going to be on a state-of-the-art riverboat that was built especially by Abercrombie and Kent, who is the tour operator on this particular trip, for Amazon sailing. So we can, on our website, it says 10 staterooms. I was under the impression there were 11 staterooms. But in any event, that's 22 people if you look at double occupancy.
Right.
We have the entire ship. We took all the cabins. So 8 of them are sold. There are 3 left. I know they're going to sell out because I know 2 couples right now that are very close to booking it, that there'll be 1 cabin left. So if this is something that you're interested in, I encourage you to go to our website, which is foxworldtravel.com. Go to the vacation tab, go to the groups tab, go to Fox Group Vacations, and under exotics, because of course this is exotic, you will find Pure Amazon and Machu Picchu Wonders. And you can get more information. You can see a picture of the ship. You can see that we're going to do Machu Picchu. Again, I encourage people who have got that on their travel wish list to get that marked off. They are starting to close things down a little bit more all the time at the Sacred Valley because they want to preserve it. And so just like the Galapagos and just like Chichen Itza and just like various places around the world, they're limiting the number of tourists that can get in now by giving the tour operators a limited access. And so you don't want to be that person that said, I never got to go to Machu Picchu because I couldn't get a tour company that had access. So this is your opportunity to look carefully at the itinerary: Lima, Cusco, the Sacred Valley, Machu Picchu, and then we get on the ship. The ship is Pure Amazon. This is being operated by Abercrombie and Kent, one of the premier tour operators in the world. They are top notch. I'm thrilled to death to be going on this, and I just encourage you to take a look if that is in fact something you're hoping to do.
The ship is really cool looking, and the room is massive. It's a really nice room.
Everything about this is top notch.
When I think of being on a ship, I don't think that room.
No.
It looks really cool and big.
It is. And I just feel like we're going to be a whole special family that are going to bond over this whole beautiful experience. So
and again, as always, kudos to the web people for getting these pages up and just showing you exactly what you're going to be seeing, the whole itinerary day by day. It's great stuff. And you can book it right there if you go look at it. So
You can, and that would put a hold on it until somebody on Monday gets back to you and says, okay, I see that you booked it. You put your deposit down. We need to talk about insurance. We need to talk about, various other things. So, yes.
Okay, so before we jump over to the news, let's tell people what Fox World Travel all can do besides the group travel that you do.
So we actually do corporate travel. That's business travel. Travel management company is basically what we are. A big part of our company, as a matter of fact. And then also we do vacation travel. And within vacation travel, I need to stress always that we can independently create for you, with your help, with your input, your own individual itineraries as well. Maybe you say, I'm just not a group person. I would discourage that, and I would say, try it. You might be surprised. But if you feel like, might not be my bag, we can customize itineraries for you. Or if you like something, but the date doesn't work for you, we might be able to duplicate that.
Sure.
So, yes.
All right. Go to foxworldtravel.com. You can see everything there. If you have calls or texts, 855-616-1620. That's the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. We'd love to hear from you and talk travel. We're going to go over to the WTMJ Breaking News Center now. Elizabeth Lintonen, good morning.
Good morning, Dayton. A recent double homicide in an Arkansas park is being reviewed for a possible connection to an unsolved stabbing death at Devil's Lake State Park in Wisconsin. The Sauk County Sheriff's Office has received numerous tips regarding similarities between the Arkansas case and the murder of John Craig Schmutzer in 2020. Sauk County Sheriff Drew Berlin says the Schmutzer case remains active in light of the recent developments. A Wisconsin State Fair employee was fired after a police investigation. Officials said the incident involves a minor. The case is being submitted to the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office. Police are not releasing any additional details at this time due to the active investigation. The Packers begin the preseason tonight at Lambeau against the New York Jets.
The preseason is typically a showcase of youth, but Packers head coach Matt LaFleur understands the value of making sure everyone is ready to play.
You got to feel where your team is. My experience, I would say that I think it's good for all of our guys to kind of go knock the rust off a little bit.
He also understands the potential risks.
There's a lot of injury data that supports playing guys in the preseason in regards to reducing the injury risk early into the season.
Last preseason, quarterback Jordan Love played just 3 snaps. Greg Matzik, WTMJ News.
Kickoff tonight is scheduled for 7 o'clock. Taking a look at your roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic, we are still seeing that major construction closure on 794 all the northbound. Other than that, though, no major incidents, no major delays, should be all clear out there.
Traffic is brought to you by the historic Fox and Hounds Supper Club near Holy Hill.
The successful Fox and Hounds is hiring experienced line cooks. Make real money. Inquire today. Start next week. Just Google it. Fox and Hounds Restaurant. Make real money.
Here's your WTMJ forecast. Today, breezy, hot, and humid with thunderstorms likely late into the evening. High of 93 degrees with a heat index near 100. Overnight tonight, partly cloudy and muggy, low of 72 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and muggy with a chance of rain and storms, high of 85. Monday, partly cloudy and humid with showers likely, high of 83. Tuesday, partly cloudy, warm and humid, chance of showers and storms, high of 85 degrees. Right now in Madison, it's 80. In Waukesha, it's 82. And in Milwaukee, it's 80 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Lintonen, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 9:32.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 12th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in August 12th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano talking with Dr. Mike Nolte at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Doc, a lot of people are hesitant to visit a surgeon for spine care.
The good news is that the vast majority of patients that I see and the majority of conditions that I can see can be successfully treated without surgery. And I don't want patients to think that just because you're seeing a spine surgeon means that you're going to be signing up for surgery. We talk about, in my clinic, kind of a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C.
Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. orthowisconsin.com.
All personal injury law firms essentially cost the same. When you receive a settlement or win a verdict, we take 1/3 as our fee. If you get nothing, we get nothing. But one law firm has recovered more million-dollar results than any other firm in Wisconsin. We have handled and won the largest cases in state history. And we cost the same as every other personal injury firm in town. Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service. Visit habish.com for more information.
We ran the numbers. Overseas furniture makers charge an extra 38% to package and ship iffy furniture to the Midwest.
So out of $1,000, you're paying $380 for nothing that makes the product better.
But 82% of Penny Mustard's furniture is made within 300 miles of us.
So we're able to invest that extra $380 into higher quality materials and craftsmanship.
American-made furniture that lasts for generations.
When you shop at Penny Mustard, it adds up.
PennyMustard.com.
Tyson's Home Farm Auto is opening a brand new store in Ripon this fall. Tyson's is your go-to store for all things farm and home. Check us out at Tysons.com. That's THEISENS.com.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Thank you for joining us. Going to be a hot one today. Drink lots of water if you're outside. Packers Jets tonight at 7 p.m. Preseason has begun, and we're here.
And I'm ready for it.
Me too. Football.
But how about that baseball game last night? Oh my gosh. Blake Perkins throws a bullet to get the runner out at home and win the game.
Pretty play. Pretty play.
Woo. So tonight we got Brewers and preseason going on. You have to have two TVs or picture-in-picture or something, right?
Do they still do picture-in-picture?
I have picture-in-picture on my TV,
nice.
and it's pretty new, so it's not like they got rid of it.
855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line. You have questions for Rose. Let's go here. It says, my wife and I were married 2 years ago, still need to go on a honeymoon. I've flown a ton of times, would rather not, but if I will if needed. She's never flown but wants to go somewhere warm or exotic. What do you suggest for destination and transportation plans? Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, so
that's a pretty wide open.
That's a pretty wide open question. But what? So I'm hearing he would rather not fly. Then that means you're going to be in the United States driving somewhere, maybe, or going to Canada, which I don't consider that exactly exotic.
Go see some fires.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not even going to go there. My sister lives in British Columbia, and I do want to say, hey, keep your smoke up there. But you know what? That's rude. They really have no control over that. So yeah, it was pretty hazy and bad. And actually, our hearts go out to them when those fires are ginormous.
They said at one point there was 800 different fires burning in Canada.
And
that's crazy.
Yeah, when I was there for my sister's wedding now, 8 years ago, there were some serious fires going on. And when we fly with the family, fly into Spokane and then drive north because she lives in the interior of British Columbia. And we stopped right before we crossed the border into Canada, and we had ash all over our car. Jeez. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Anyway, so back to exotic. So Punta Cana, you've been there. Dayton, beautiful beaches, absolutely beautiful white sand beaches. And in Punta Cana, there are certainly some high-end resorts that I would consider to be honeymoon worthy. There are some secrets properties that are outstanding. We've talked about them many times. They are a part of a group of HIC, Hyatt Inclusive Collection, and they cater to couples. You don't have to be a couple by any stretch, but you do have to be an adult to go to Secrets, so there aren't kids running around. And you can arrange a private dinner on the beach, and you can do spa treatments together and things like that at those kinds of resorts. But to get to Punta Cana, of course, that's a flight. Now, that's just under a 4-hour flight if you go nonstop from Chicago. That's doable, right? I mean, again, I'm always going to tell everybody about how spectacular the Riviera Maya is. They just keep reinventing themselves and figuring out ways to make everybody feel special and loved in only the way the Mexicans can. So Riviera Maya, so you're going to go south when you get out of the Cancun airport. You've also been there. Wide open beaches. We do sometimes have to look out for the seaweed, right? That is sometimes an issue. So if it's all about the beach, then talk to one of our advisors and find out which one of those probably has the best record. But just like anything, that can come and go. Sometimes the beach is not great, and sometimes it's spectacular. Right. So that's a really good choice. And again, Jamaica is always going to have a special place in my heart. Beautiful, beautiful opportunities there as well. So those would be the warm weather destinations, and certainly you can go at this time of the year, but because now we're acclimated to the 92-degree weather. But yeah, so January, February, March, we have nonstop service. That probably would be something you'd be interested in, since flying seems to be a bit of an issue. So that would be nonstop out of Milwaukee for the wintertime. Cancun, Jamaica, Puerto Vallarta, and Punta Cana.
There we go.
All of them are great. You've probably been to all 4.
Not Jamaica.
Oh.
I've never been to Jamaica.
Man, we got to get you
I
there.
need to get there, yeah. All right, next one says, good morning. My father served in World War II at Hurtgen? How do you say that? Hurtgen? Forest by the Battle of the Bulge. I don't know how to say that word. I have been wanting to take either land tour or cruise to see the cemeteries and the beaches and possibly other battle sites. A lot of the cruises just show one day at the beaches. 2 questions. Is that enough time? And secondly, what tours would you recommend that would possibly give more days or time to explore those interests?
Yes, so exactly right. We love, love, love river cruising on the Seine River, which is leave from Paris, return from Paris. That's one of the only round-trip river cruises in Europe. And you say, how can that be? You make different stops going north as you do coming south. So you're not repeating a port of call kind of a thing. And on that particular itinerary, one of my favorite things is you get to go to Monet's Gardens. And they are fantastic and beautiful and beyond words. But you're absolutely right. You go to the beaches of Normandy, the beaches day. You go to the American Cemetery, and you go to Utah or Omaha Beach. That's pretty much what you do.
Okay.
If you need much more in depth, like you want to see all the Normandy landing beaches, and that's Omaha, Utah, Gold Beach, Pontiac, then you can also go see the Canadian side of that as well. You want to see Dachau, maybe, in Germany. You maybe want to see Anne Frank's house. Maybe you want to do a real in-depth World War II type experience. Yes, there are a number of tour companies. Trafalgar is one of them that has an actual tour focusing primarily on D-Day and all the treasures of France and all of that kind of thing. Another thing I can suggest is we could hook you up with what we would say would be an independent tour, so that you have a very private experience. Of course, that's going to be a little bit more expensive, but we have experts in Normandy with whom we have a relationship that will come and do a private tour in their car and give you more history than you can imagine. Many of you will remember I've done that World War II trip twice now. We call it the Beaches of Normandy and Luxembourg and Belgium. And that is a phenomenal tour. If you look at anybody's itineraries, you can basically copy that. But again, as I said, that some people like that private experience, and we can help you with that as well. So there are companies that do it, and it's your preference. Like, can you get it all in one day? Yes. You're going to go to Omaha or Utah Beach. You're going to see the American Cemetery. That will be your experience for the day.
All right. It is a Fox World Travel Show. More of your questions when we come back. 855-616-1620. That's Society Unlimited, WTMJ Talk and Text Line.
Planning a getaway? Reserve a parking space that includes superior service and value. Exec Park is the only local family-owned valet parking serving travelers using Mitchell Field for over 42 years. Exec Park has an even greater deal for a limited time just for WTMJ fans. It's just $8.50 a day with cash payment when you mention WTMJ. To get terrific valet parking at this amazing rate, make your required parking reservation today. Call 414-747-1000 or visit execpark.com and tell them you're a fan of WTMJ.
John Mercure here for Landworks, Wisconsin. Are you looking at your yard and thinking about what could be? Not just new flowers, but a complete vision? A beautiful stone patio that flows into a winding garden path, leading to the perfect spot for a fire pit. Landworks, Wisconsin specializes in bringing those big ideas to life. From the initial sketch to the final planting, their expert team manages the entire project, ensuring your new outdoor living space, the patios, the walls, the gardens, all work together in one seamless, stunning design. Start your transformation today at landworkswisconsin.com.
It's there all day, and it never goes away. I hate pain. It robs us of so much. But if you take action today, your pain could be gone tomorrow. Because at Rejuvenex, we harness the power of Toradol and hyaluronic acid to calm the inflammation and cushion joints. Rejuvenex treatments are safe, they're FDA approved, and in most cases, insurance, including Medicare and Medicaid, pays for them. At as low as $65 per injection per joint, our treatments are affordable. It's not a gimmick. It's pharmacological medicine administered in office in a simple and convenient manner. And with it, our patients have been able to avoid risky surgery and begin to stop the onset of arthritis. I'm Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas, and here we've made pain treatment as easy and affordable as it can be. Go to rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
Get started with your no-hassle refi checkup by clicking on the blue button at Accunet.com.
Visit family-owned Ken Michaels Furniture and our in-store design centers where you'll still find beautiful, luxurious, heirloom quality American-made furniture. Right now, save 30 to 35% store-wide and take advantage of our complimentary design services. Whether you're moving, renovating, or updating, our designers will help your vision become a reality. Visit Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield on Capitol Drive and in Greenfield on Highway 100 to save 30 to 35% store-wide today. Sleep better and save more with mattresses from Milwaukee Mattress and Ken Michaels Furniture. Handcrafted in our Milwaukee factory, our mattresses utilize natural materials like cotton cushioning, which dissipates body heat, Joma wool quilts for warm wintry nights and cool summer evenings, and natural latex providing superior conformability and pressure relief for aching joints. Stop in today at any Ken Michaels Furniture store and save up to 50% compared to national brands.
Gotta get away? No one does it better. Back to more of the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Brewers taking on the Mets, 6:10 pitch this afternoon. It's Yelich bobblehead night. So if you get there early enough, you'll walk away.
This has got to be the third Yelich bobblehead. I know I have two.
He's the premier player, right?
He's back.
Yeah,
He was slumping. He was slumping for a while.
Yep. Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line is 855-616-1620. This text says, we're planning a 2-week trip to Tuscany. Plan on renting a car and tour on our own. Can you recommend an advisor who specializes in Tuscany?
Yes, I can. So if you go to our website and you see foxworldtravel.com and then you go to vacation travel, there is a tab that will take you to travel advisors. And here you can either put somebody's name in, you can put an office location if you do in fact want to work with somebody at a specific location. Truthfully, in my opinion, that's a bit limiting because, you know, we have 6 branches, but now you're saying, well, I live in Brookfield, I only want to go to Brookfield, but the person who has the specialty expertise in something is probably in a different office, and so I would never let that stop me from whatever. I like to do what am I interested in or what destination I'm looking for. So if you look, we have a number of Italy specialists. I always feel it's my obligation to mention Alana Magestro, not because her name sounds Italian, but because she has been doing this for so long and she has such a passion for Italy that she's very, very good at putting those, what we call FIT, which stands for Foreign Independent Travel type trips together.
Okay.
So there you go. But check it out, read their bios, see what they have to offer, and you got it.
We were talking about the EU and euros earlier in the show. Somebody said, Rose, did you say that we need Hungarian currency? Aren't they part of the EU?
Yeah, so here's the deal with the EU. The EU would have loved if all of its member countries would have adopted the euro. In fact, it was mandated that they adopt the euro. But several of them dragged their feet and didn't do it. And the EU really isn't that powerful that they're going to come and hammer down on them, so they don't enforce it. So the currency in Hungary right now is the forint, F-O-R-I-N-T. And I haven't been to Budapest / any part of Hungary since pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, they were hesitant to take your euros. You would go to this big open market in Budapest, And these are stalls in this big, giant warehouse-like building. And many of those vendors would not take euros. Some of them would take credit cards, not all of them. I always make sure I have somebody's currency, as we've said before. So I just spoke to somebody who just went on a Danube River cruise that included Budapest, and they told me they're more accepting now of the euros because they can exchange them more readily than they used to be able to. So that's a very long answer to they still are using the forint in Hungary.
Okay. We're going to take our final break. One segment left. Get your calls in or you're going to run out of time. 855-616-1620. It's the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Tune in to Wisconsin's Midday News with Greg Matzik and Jessica Ty.
Convicted murderer Maxwell Anderson begins his appeal process. His attorney filed a notice for post-conviction relief.
Bringing you the latest in news, sports, traffic, and weather.
President Trump's sweeping reciprocal tariffs are now in effect. The levies impact more than 60 countries and the European Union and a wide variety of products, including cars, appliances, food, and furniture.
Every weekday from noon until 3 p.m.
Windows, windows, windows. You hear all about everyone's windows and how theirs are the greatest. I'll tell you, our windows are the best as well. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, and I'm right there with you. The reality is, we do sell great products, but your decision should be based on what people you want to work with, which company is proven to deliver to reduce the chance that you, the homeowner, the customer, might make a poor decision. Siding Unlimited has done it. We've taken the most trusted brand in windows, Pella, and paired them with such an outstanding business that we will deliver results to you at your home. Siding Unlimited has won Pella's prestigious 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award. We are even Wisconsin's #1 TimberTech decking installer. The accolades, awards, and respect is earned. Windows, windows, windows. Yes, Siding Unlimited does windows. We do more. We do it really well. So you can count on Siding Unlimited to prove to yourself that you made the right decision. Siding Unlimited is the company to install your new windows.
Church and Chapel Funeral Homes. Comfortable locations, comfortable people. Church and Chapel Funeral Homes. There's one near you.
Hey, Wisconsin, ready to jump into adventure? Grab your passport. Fox World Travel is throwing a free vacation showcase just for you. Discover why we're the state's top-rated agency, turning travel wishes into pinch-me realities. Chat with the experts, including Globus and more, and dive into everything: Epic Alaska, European escapades, serene cruises, and way more. Plus, snag deals you won't find anywhere else. It's all happening Saturday, September 20th at the EAA Museum in Oshkosh. Don't wait. Space is limited. Go to foxworldtravel.com to register now.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Take care of your vacation issues before you hit the road. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
When we text FWT to 855-616-1620, what do we get this week?
This week we get a link to the wonderful webinar that my good friend Nancy Bauman and I did for the group trip, which is called Romantic Rhine. Is it called Romantic Rhine? Yes, Romantic Rhine. It is romantic, with 2 nights in Lucerne. So we start in Lucerne, we do 2 nights in Lucerne, and then you get on a fabulous Avalon Waterways ship. And it's a 20-minute webinar video. And she does a lot of the talking. So if you're sick of me, you can listen to Nancy because she's the expert. I've been on a number of river cruises. We tried to count, and then we said, well, should we figure it European only, or should we add the Nile, and should we add other river cruises? I'm not doing this. I don't count my countries, and I guess I'm not counting my river cruises.
You did count your continents, though.
I did 7.
Yeah.
That's about as high as I can count. That's probably why. So, yes, Romantic Rhine River Cruise. If you text FWT and you 855-616-1620, you will get a link to that webinar.
Perfect. And you can also ask questions like this one. I will be traveling by train for 9 days following a 14-day river cruise that ends in Basel. How does one handle luggage for train travel for 3 days in Switzerland, 2 in Schwangau, and 2 in Garmisch, and 2 in Munich. Oh my gosh,
this
they're
is
going
a
everywhere.
very, very aggressive itinerary. I love it. I hope you are a really good packer because you are, man, that's 14 days on a river cruise and then 9 more days. That's a lot of travel. You are responsible to get your bag onto the train, but there are, I will call them carriers at the end of every car that you can store your bag. So, of course, if you were, those train trips in between Schwangau, Garmisch, and Munich, those aren't long train trips by any stretch of the imagination, but you still want your carry-on with you because you're going to have your meds in there and you're going to have your reading material in there and those kinds of things. But if you've got big bags, they will store them for you. My advice, of course, is to make sure they're locked because they are, just like on an airplane, out of your sight for a while. But I have never had anybody tell me my bags were stolen on the train or anything like that. But I hope you're a good packer because that you're going to have lots and lots of bags, or you're going to find some laundries. Now, the river cruises will give you, typically, doesn't say which river cruise company they're on, but typically they have laundry services that there's a charge for, of course, but that's the way to go. And again, always remember, you're never going to see these people again. If you wear the same outfit a couple of times, nobody's going to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When going to Australia and New Zealand, how soon before the trip should you apply for your visas?
Okay, so the visas that this texter is referring to have been in place for a long time. Now, they're electronic. We love that, rather than having to send off a passport and actually get a visa pasted into your passport, like we used to do, and there are some countries that still require that. The New Zealand recommendation is at least 3 months before your intended date of travel. And your Australia recommendation is well in advance, and they're saying at least 4 weeks in advance.
Okay.
So you can do it anytime. You give them the dates so they know when you're traveling. The electronic visa is attached to your passport, so you technically don't have anything. Very worried people could probably print out the confirmations that they get via email from them, which that's how you do it. But it's attached to your passport.
So if you know the dates, you can do it whenever you want.
Whenever you want.
Well, but you have to do it at least 4 weeks
before.
Well,
and they're saying that they can take up to 11 days to process.
Okay.
I was in both those countries in January of 23. You may recall this story, Dayton. My New Zealand visa came through within 24 hours, and my Australia one was taking a very long time. And then I realized I got an email saying, we're declining you because it said, are you a convicted felon? And I checked yes. And so then there's a whole procedure for how you
have to correct that.
Correct. Yeah. So be diligent and careful as you're checking boxes. Don't do what Rose did and just go check. So, yeah.
You want to click the right thing.
You do, and I'm not a convicted felon.
Okay, so if we go to foxworldtravel.com, we've been talking a lot about group travel because that's what you do, and that's a big part of what you guys do. But there's also other things on the website. There's travel events coming up.
Yes. I want to let everybody know, in addition to the fact that there's only 3 cabins left on the Pure Amazon for September of 26, I'm going to say that one more time because that's freaking me out. I'd love for the thing to sell out, but that's great. But also, if you go to events, you go to Stay Connected, and then you go to events, you will see a registration opportunity for you for our vacation showcase, which is September 20th at EAA. Okay? I just got word we have exceeded 500 RSVPs.
Already?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
So I think as it gets closer, people get more comfortable committing to that. You are getting admission to the EAA Museum with this registration. I fear we will be turning people away because there is a fire code capacity that we have to live with, and you will not want to miss this. I'm telling you right now, every day I'm hearing they added another vendor. Certainly Globus and Avalon Waterways that we've talked a bit about today is our big sponsor, but we've got Insight Vacations and Viking Cruise Lines and Celebrity and Holland and Royal Caribbean, and we've got CIE Tours, and we've got so many of our favorite vendors coming to see us. Apple Vacations, Delta Vacations, African Travel, AMA Waterways, Disney, Jamaica Tourist Board, Travel Guard, 620 WTMJ is going to be there. More news on that. Appleton Airport. So just so many vendors and so little time.
And a chance to win prizes, too.
And oh my gosh, we gave away some outstanding prizes, and the vendors will be giving away prizes as well. So if you're still on the fence, I highly recommend you make a decision soon. I just know in the next week or two, I'm going to come on and say registration for the Vacation Showcase is closed.
Yeah. All right. That does it for this hour. We do it every Saturday at 9 o'clock, the Fox World Travel Show. Have a great week.
Thanks. Stay cool.
All right. Danny Clayton and the crew from Annex Wealth Management coming in next.
The preceding program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World